Hey, what's going on, everyone? So in today's video, got something different. So here we have a predator. So this is the ultimate jungle hunter. I am so happy to finally have this guy. So I've had the Big Chap Alien for probably almost 3 years. I think I like the Predator better as far as creature designs. I don't know why it's taken me this long to pick this guy up, but I am happy to finally have it. And of course, it comes in the standard NECA packaging. Got a great picture there. Predator, jungle hunter. That side looks like that, and same thing on that side. The top, pretty much the same thing. Bottom, got a barcode sticker and some small print, and there's the back. You've got some awesome looking pictures, just kind of showing you what's inside. Got a short bio there, and speaking of inside, there is the figure, and he looks absolutely incredible. Some fantastic accessories too. You have an alternate head, you have just the faceplate, got a skull and a spine, you have just a skull. There's a blast effect for the plasma caster. You have some alternate hands and the plasma caster there, and a good looking picture on the inside flap. Yeah, I am super excited for this. So I'm gonna get this big boy open. Let's take a look at him. Okay, so here is the ultimate jungle hunter predator out of the box, and this boy is big. He barely fits in frame here. He stands right at 8 inches to the top of the helmet there, so he is a big boy. But man, the details are just incredible. Let's take a close look. We'll start up top, and this helmet is so good. Well, it's like a faceplate almost. The detail, got a little scratch or something up there. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Very nice. Got a little ding there. Deep black on the eyes. Oh, the sculpt, just fantastic. This little bit there. So these dreads are a nice kind of rubbery material. Okay, they will bend. They also get in the way sometimes, but they do flex. But man, they look amazing. And they even put 3 little red dots right there for his laser sight, for his plasma caster. I love that. Yeah, from the neck up, this is pretty wicked. And from the neck down, you have so much going on. So this little necklace, I'll just start here. This thing is free, but again, the detail is insane. The netting, all this fine detail on these straps. This armor plate with this hose is very cool. All this shoulder looks incredible. This hose looks nice. The skin and the netting, I just can't get over it. It is so detailed. He's got some trophies here, so these things are also free. These little things that kind of go around him. Got various skulls on this one, and then you have parts of a spine on this one, and it's kind of broken up. The detail is absolutely amazing. And even his back here just has such a cool feel to it. This, yeah, it's just crazy. Back of the arms look good. The gauntlets, so this thing right here will flip up. If I can get it, there we go, to access his self-destruct. And there's even some digits that are painted in there. Yeah, just super cool. But I love all the detail in here. And same thing on this arm. Great detail on the skin. The gauntlet looks incredible. Got these blades. So these blades can extend. Come on. So this is not really something that you can just play with. I can't get these out now. This thing is kind of delicate. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of delicate, especially these blades. These things feel like they just want to snap. So be super careful with these. But it's cool that they will extend and you can, they can retract back in. Yeah, be super careful with the blades. They are very, very delicate. But the sculpt of them is just awesome. And the hands, great detail on the hands. Loincloth, codpiece, belt, all this in here. Thigh armor, crazy detailed. And again, just a really cool texture. Thighs looking just, I cannot get over the detail, the level of detail. This side looks good. Knees, looks worn and pitted. Shins look good. Right down to these feet. The black nails. All this sculpted in there. Yeah, got some cool stuff going on top there. Love that. Got this rear, almost like a dew claw. Even right down to this little spike on the back of the foot. Yeah, from top to bottom. This thing is insanely detailed. I am super happy with this. So as far as accessories, let's start with the alternate head first. And here's the alternate head. And this thing is really cool. So there's some eyes deep in there, crazy detailed. The mandibles and the teeth look fantastic. The gums, the pink on the gum, all this in here. And again, dreads, very rubbery. You can move them. There's a hole in there to swap out the head. This is cool right here. All right, so let's start by switching the head out. Boink. All right, so that comes off relatively easily. Okay. Let's put this one on. It's kind of hard to see, and these dreads do get in the way. They are in the way. And you have to be super careful with this necklace. It loves to pop off and wind up in your lap or on the floor. It's like you have to wiggle it on. There we go. Okay. That looks good. That looks, yeah, I love that. Let's park this right here for now, because here's another accessory right here, which is just the face plate. So he cannot wear this. It's really just a prop, and down it goes. If you want to flex this hand up, he can hold this face plate like that. Okay, so he just took it off. Okay, so that's an option. But this thing looks good. It's pretty much identical, to the faceplate that's on the head already. All the markings are, pretty much identical, even right down to that thing. It's just minus the head. It's just the faceplate. But, as far as posing, you can just have him holding the faceplate, again, like he just removed it. And that looks pretty good. And here's another accessory, this little skull, and this is nicely detailed. The teeth, the texture of it, it really feels like bone. It's just nice. It's a good looking skull. So again, if you have this open hand, you can have him holding that skull like that. And yeah, that looks good. So yes, I love this head, but I think I'm going to display him with the helmeted look. But this does look awesome. All right, so let's trade heads. Let's get that sucker off. Yeah, they come off. So they come off easily. It's just putting them back on. It's a little tricky. You kind of have to wiggle. There we go. Okay. That looks good. Love that look. So let's look at the plasma caster next. And the detail on this thing is pretty incredible. All this back here, this little hose, this part right there, the actual blaster part, can pivot back and forth as well as rotate. The top part can rotate. And again, be super careful. Come on, focus. This thing it feels like it just wants to break. But the detail is insane on this thing. So as far as putting this on him, there is a notch right there, and there is another notch right up here. And you can see on this thing, there's this little tab and that little tab right there. So first you have to get the dreads out of the way. You can hook it in the back, just like that. And then it has to slide, and it will kind of catch the front little tab there. All right, so it's in there, and it's hooked in back here. So that thing's not going anywhere. And that looks pretty incredible. Yeah, and again, you can pivot this thing. You can have it down. You can have it sort of back. Yeah, that thing, it just looks amazing. And here's the little blast effect that goes with the plasma caster that will plug in the end of the barrel. This thing, I don't think I'll ever use this. It almost looks like something you can eat, right? Like half of a bomb pop almost. It's cute that they included it, but I don't think I'll ever use it. But it basically will just plug into the end of the barrel and bam. And it's almost out of frame. This guy is so tall. Yeah, now, okay, it does add a little front weight to this thing. So be mindful of that if you want to use this. Yeah, it wants to tip forward. Yeah, I don't really like the look of that, but again, it's nice to have another accessory. And speaking of accessories, here's the two alternate hands. So here's the left. It is kind of like a gripping hand, and these fingers are somewhat flexible. Okay, you can sort of bend them out to hold something. The right hand is fixed. It is a fist, but the thumb is out. So I don't think I'm going to use this one, because if you make a fist, you would never have your thumb out like this if you were going to, hit something or someone. Yeah, the thumb is never out. So I don't know if he's just giving a thumbs up or, I'm not sure. But these fingers, like I said, it's fixed. You can't do anything with this. So I'm not even going to fool with the right side, because I know I'm never going to use this thing. If it was a fist, if this thumb was folded over, like that, then yes. But yeah, that's the right hand. But the left hand, I do like the look of the left hand. Again, crazy detailed. So to get the hands off, you kind of have to wiggle them out. Stand by. Man, super tight. I guess that's a good thing. Okay, and then if you want to put this in, I have found it easier and safer if you actually hold the hinge and just kind of wiggle the thing in there. There we go. There, you'll feel it engage. Sometimes it will actually pop, but yeah, that time I just sort of felt it go in. So that's what that hand looks like, and I do love the look of this one. And here is one more accessory that can be used with this gripping hand, this skull with a spine attached. This thing is just downright wicked. The teeth are pretty incredible, but the texture of the bone is just so cool. And the spine looks good, and the fact that they actually sculpted all the little bits of the spine. So I work in surgery, and I'm specialized in neuro, so I know this sort of thing. You got spinous process, transverse process. You can see all in there, what's called the neural foramen. I know you guys don't care. Sacrum. Yeah, pretty impressive. The level of detail. I mean, they could have just easily made this just kind of plain, but they actually sculpted in all these things on the side. Again, it's called the transverse process, and then spinous process are on the back. And they actually sculpted each individual one in there. Pretty crazy. Yeah. Awesome accessory. And again, with this gripping hand, the fingers are nice and flexy, so you can flex those out a little bit, and he can actually hold the skull and spine like he just ripped it out of someone. He's holding it out. He's proud of his trophy. Yeah, that looks that looks cool right there. All right, so real quick before I wrap this up, let's take a quick look at articulation, because it's kind of limited in places. I mean, the arms are pretty good, but the head is very limited, especially if you have the plasma caster on. He doesn't have a whole lot of side to side because the dreads, run into back here. But it does pivot a little bit side to side, got a little bit of down, a little bit of up, and a touch of tilt. Now, as far as arms up, they do not go up very far at all, or at least I can't get them to go. And I'm afraid I'm going to break it. I mean, this is not like a Black Series figure. This is a little more delicate. You have to kind of be careful with it. So, yeah, the arms up, not a lot. They do go around, which is great. Now, for elbows, so it's got a double joint at the elbow. So the right hand gets way past 90. That is great right there. Now the left hand is not quite, let's see. Now the left hand doesn't go quite as far because the gauntlet runs into this little armor piece right there. But it's still not bad. It's still past 90. But that right hand, excellent range of motion. And both hands are hinged side to side. There's the left and the right. Now the right is kind of blocked by these blades, but again, it's a side-to-side hinge on the right side. As far as midsection, so you have a little bit of twist at the mid-torso as well as the belt line, which is great. He's got some pretty good crunch. He's got some decent back as well as some side-to-side tilt. As far as legs up, they do go up to there before they just kind of stop, but it's not terrible. I mean, you're not going to be able to make him sit, but they do come up a little bit. Now, as far as legs out, okay, so these thigh plates on the outside will just flex over because they're glued down here. So the top part's pretty flexy. So the legs can get out pretty far. They go back pretty far, not bad. Yeah, okay, way past 90. So that's a double joint at the knee. Love that. Feet go down to there. They go up just a little bit, and you do have some ankle pivot. So the articulation is pretty good in places and kind of limited in some other areas, but I think just for displaying this guy, it's fine. Oh, and I almost forgot, he has an upper bicep swivel on each, but the left is a little limited by all this armor up here. But yeah, he does swivel up at the top of the arm. And as far as scale, he's a little bit shorter than the big chap alien. Okay, he's actually out of frame up here. It's the alien's huge. But again, the Predator is right about 8 inches tall right here. So he's a good size. And if I want to bring in a Black Series figure that's 6 inches, yeah, it's a big boy right here. And real quick, since I have this open, it would be great if this arm would bend a little closer. You know, like he's about to access his little small thermonuclear weapon there to self-destruct. That would be incredible if you could get this a little closer, but that doesn't quite go. And again, being a NECA figure, I don't want to force it. That's about as close as you can get. It's a pretty cool look right there. So bottom line, this figure is amazing. And now that I have this one, I'm going to keep my eyes out for some other ones. I have the Ultimate City Hunter on my radar, because the first Predator movie and Predator 2 are my two favorites in the series, especially the first one, but I did enjoy the second one a lot. So I will probably pick up the City Hunter next. But I cannot get over this thing. When I first got this out of the box, I literally could not put this guy down for like a solid hour. Just messing with him, just looking at him. I mean, the details are absolutely incredible on these. I mean, I thought the alien was crazy detailed, and it is. But now that I have this one, I'm just blown away. Front and back, head to toe. There's even some little, like symbols sculpted in here, like their language. Just sick. It's absolutely insane. All the detail in here, even right down this little pouch. And back here, I think I may have forgot to mention this back here. This has a really nice leather feel to it. Yeah, I'm absolutely blown away. Blown away at this guy. Could not be more pleased, but I want to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know what you think of the Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator from NECA. And if you enjoy videos like this, smack like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'd certainly appreciate it, and I just thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.